alligator?
Yes.
Welcome back. To those of you visiting us for the first time, I'm glad to see you here. And if you weren't here last year, this is what happened. When the alligator, the symbol of a classy, snazzy guy, came off of Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the Fort's classiest, snazziest shirt, he turned around 3 times, 1, 2, 3, kissed it, threw it into the wishing well, and wished for the alligator to be back on his shirt. And
how do ye do?
The alligator logo came to life. Oh, the power of the Digby Prep School wishing well. It grants wishes to those that need to have them granted. And that is how Alvin the alligator came to be a student here at Digby Prep School.
How do ye do?
I see some of the teachers are here today. You know what it's like to lose a pen. Nice to see you again. Thank you for bringing your students to Digby School this afternoon for another visit. We so enjoy having you, and my goodness, what is this? An old edition of the school newspaper, the Digby Blab. I forgot that I left this in my attaché. Oh my, this reminds me of the very first day of this school year here at Digby. A beautiful autumn day it was. And oh, what a valuable lesson that first week of school taught all of us. Wait one moment. I want to share that lesson with you this afternoon. A lesson that is as important as learning your ABCs or knowing your multiplication tables. I remember it well. It was the first day of school here at Digby. And like all first days of school, there was a buzz of activity. The tennis team had started its practices. The yell squad was practicing their sis boom bas.
Pick a breath, firecracker, sis boom boss. Diggy, row.
Members of the drama club were rehearsing for the school play.
Cedric, we may have to cut the balcony. See Waterloo. I'm frightened of heights.
The Digby School newspaper staff was looking for its next scoop. What? The pencil sharpeners in the library are broken? Stop the presses! James, we need to get over to the library pronto.
Do you immediately need to get over there right away?
Enroll in Spanish class, James. The school cook, Chef Guyardi, began planning an entire semester of lunch menus.
Here are the first semester menus. September, October, November.
Where are the December menus? What are you serving in December?
Leftovers.
And Nurse Flo, the school nurse, was homesick nursing her cold. As in all beginnings, there was an air of excitement. Rock! 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 Most importantly, on that first day of school, and on everyone's mind, was the school's student body president election. Yes, boys and girls, Digby Prep School was in full swing.
Good afternoon, students.
Howdy do? Mr. Chips?
Good morning, Mr. Chiplings.
Howdy do, Mr. Chiplings?
Alvin, thank you for that symbolic welcome.
Anytime, Mr. Chiplings.
We hope we haven't crashed your party, Mr. Chiplings.
Franklin.
Mr. Triplings, do you have any good scoops you could give me? Some good quotes that I can print in the next edition of the Digby Blab that will be a Mr. Triplings exclusive?
Why, yes, Margot. Thank you for asking. Students of Digby Prep School.
Yes.
Welcome back to another year at Digby, the school where pencils are sharper.
Read the next edition of the Digby Blab.
The cafeteria food is tastier.
Wait till December.
And every I is crossed and every T is dotted. Yes, every I and T dotted, crossed is... Well, you all know what I mean. And now, students, it's that time of year, the time to elect and select from among you your student body president.
Mr. Chipling.
Oh, no, James. This election is something you must take very seriously.
Mr. Chipling.
Not now, Franklin. You must elect someone who's a stand-up student.
Mr. Chipling.
Someone who stands for Digby.
Chipling.
Stands for the students.
Mr.
Stands for the standing. It's
Mr.
tough.
Chipling.
Stands. Oh, and won't sit down.
Mr. Chiplings.
Oh, students, please don't interrupt. I'm coming to the very important part of my announcement. Write this down, Margot. Students need to nominate classmates of their choice for student body president. My, I did that in stereophonic surround sound.
We know that, Mr. Chiplings.
Know what?
Know that we need to nominate classmates for the office of student body president.
I just, how did you know that, Alvin?
Because you asked me to put up flyers around school announcing the school's student body president election.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did ask you to do that, didn't I?
You did, Mr. Chiplings.
Well done, Miss Chadwick.
Thank you.
Well, students, the time has come. The time to nominate students who are stand-up. Who stand for? I said that already, didn't I?
Yes.
Well, without any further ado, henceforth and to wit, that them there, I do announce that the nominations are now open for Digby Prep School Student Body President. Yes, Franklin.
I nominate me.
Franklin, sis, boom, ba. Franklin, rah, rah.
We must have order. Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. IV nominates Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. IV for Student Body President. Did you get that, Miss Chadwick?
I believe I did.
Do I hear a second?
I'll give you a minute to give me a second.
I second the nomination of Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. IV for Digby student body president. Rah, rah.
This way, Frank.
Something candid, Jinx?
Have anything to say for the newspaper, Frank?
Yes, just call me Mr. President-elect.
But Franklin, we haven't finished the nominations.
We haven't?
No. You're the only one nominated for Student Body President.
The problem?
You can't be the only one running, Franklin. We need to have a choice.
Mr. Chiplings, I am choice.
Franklin not having a choice? Well, that's just not the Digby way. Chef Guy R.D., don't you offer a choice of desserts in the school cafeteria?
Of course. Chocolate chip cookies or chip chocolate cookies.
Students, doesn't Nurse Flo offer you choices?
Sure.
Get well.
Or castor oil.
You see, Franklin, we offer choices at Digby. It's the Digby way.
Oh, yes. Stop the presses.
Well, howdy do. You're right, Mr. Chiplings.
Well, howdy do! Well, are there any more nominations for Student Body President?
Wherefore no elfin alligator by any other name.
Why don't you nominate Alfie as the chocolate chip candidate?
Alvin would always cheer for us. Alvin would use his megaphone to lead us.
A regular rah-rah-rah kind of a gee whiz George Washington. No need to rush to judgment, my fine and loyal citizens of Digby.
What do you mean, Frank?
Hold the Electoral College, gang. What say you all give it some think tank time to who my soon-to-be worthy opponent should be?
What do you mean?
What is think tank time?
Think tank time?
That is the question.
Is that something in Act 3?
What I mean is, think it over. Find someone who will give me a real run for my dad's bank account.
A splendid idea, Franklin.
Oh, write that down. Mr. Chipling said Franklin Osborne, Barrett Digby Jr., the fourth, has splendid ideas. What say we conclude the nominations for this most elevated position for which I am eminently qualified at this afternoon's first day of school picnic?
Fine idea.
Smart idea.
Great idea.
wise decision has been made over a healthy serving of potato salad.
It's coleslaw this afternoon.
Of course! As I've always said, anything you can make with potatoes, you can make better with cabbage. Keep up the good cuisine, Prince of the Tupperware.
Well, students, let's not shilly-shally. Don't we have some learning to do? Numbers that need diagramming? Sentences that need to be added and subtracted?
Yes, Mr. Chiplings. And so, boys and girls, the students of Digby Prep School have the whole morning to decide whom they would nominate to run for student body president against Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the fourth. But that afternoon, right before Frank and Alvin went to the school picnic, well, Franklin had an idea.
Golly gee, ballot box, Alvin. I really want to be student body president.
Oh, I know you do, Frank. You golly gee, you'll be a great student body president.
You really think so, Alvin?
Of course.
I do have the snazziest, classiest, fanciest wardrobe.
100% natural fibers.
I do have the Gold Standard Country Club membership.
You can play tennis there anytime.
And I definitely have the most photogenic smile. What else do I need?
Just be like George Washington.
How's that?
Be honest. Just be like Abe Lincoln.
How's that?
Tell the truth.
Well, of course. But, how do I do that?
Just tell the truth and be honest.
No, Alvin. How do I make sure that the election day ballot box visitors will know that I never lie like a rug and as honest as a day is 25 hours long?
24 hours.
Let's not nitpick over a few thousand nanoseconds, Alvin.
Oh, gee, Frank, I wonder, how can we let the kids know that you tell the truth and you are honest?
I've got it!
Oh, golly gee, good, how?
They can be assured that I never lie and am as honest as a 24-hour day by having you as my campaign manager.
Me?
You!
I'm flabbergasted! And I don't flabber easily. How do you do? Come on, Frank, I'm ready, set, go! Make sure the kids know that you tell the truth!
24.
Oh, those pesky nanoseconds.
You go on ahead, Alvin. I need to stop by the library and pick up a book.
What book?
All the President's Alligators.
Oh, that's my favorite book.
Oh, I didn't know alligators could read.
Stop the presses! So, Alvin the alligator became Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the fourth's campaign manager. But later that afternoon, right before the first day of school picnic, Alvin! Let's nominate Alvin! No can do!
No can do what?
Alvin can't be nominated for student body president because
Frank just asked him to be his campaign manager.
your name is Jinx, not Scoop.
What visitors through yonder building right?
It is the east, and Alvin is on the right. Congratulations, Alvin.
Thank you.
Bring it on, Ralph.
Thank you. Way to go, Alvin. Thank you. Best. Thank you. For sure. Thank you. But who is running for student body president against Frank? I need to know for tomorrow's article in the Digby Live. I have a deadline, people.
Hi-ho, fellow Dickians.
Remember, boys and girls, it was at the first day of school picnic that the students of Digby Prep School were to nominate a classmate to run against Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the fourth, for student body president. But finding a student who was free to run, that proved challenging. Well, you'll see.
Let's go pick out our permits.
Let's get the presses rolling. Rock! Rock!
Tolu, I'm going to nominate you for student body president. You would be great. Besides, it's about time we had a girl be president.
But am I qualified?
You played Cleopatra in the school play last year.
But if I'm student body president, I wouldn't have time to be in this year's school play.
Well, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh, Tolu. Oh, Cedric.
Yes, Frank.
Oh, great speakers of the drama. I was just thinking, For me to have a successful campaign for president of the student body, I need really great speeches. Speeches that inspire, like a good play. And who better to write those inspiring 7 years ago words than the two great communicators on Digby campus? Yes, say no more. You can take those dazzled, grateful looks off of your faces. I want you two wizards of words to be my, get the podium ready, speech writers. After all, if you suffer from writer's block, you can always pick up a few pointers from this guy. Bill.
You want us to be your speechwriters?
Yes, provide voice for this voice.
Wow! We'll be just like Mr. Shakespeare himself.
Yes, but lose the to be or not to be stuff. Don't want to depress my audience.
What say ye, everyone?
Franklin has just asked us to be his speechwriters.
Congratulations! Way to go!
Frank must think you're the chip chocolate cookies of the school. Or the chocolate chip.
But who is running for student body president against Frank? I have a deadline.
Dee, why don't you run for student body president? You certainly have a megaphone.
But Dina, you have the loudest voice. You should run. Or how about me and Dave run as a team? Co-presidents. We know how to get the crowd enthused.
Or better yet, all three of us run. It'll be a presidential trio.
Oh, we would have a harmonious administration.
Oh, gee, golly, gosh. Break wall problem time.
Yes, Frank.
What's your problem?
Well, I have two great speechwriters on my team, but golly gee whiz, what's the use of being a silver-tongued orator unless I have somewhere to do my William Jennings Bryan routine? With nowhere to deliver my ideas, you might as well put me on mute.
Gee, Frank, you're right. You gotta be heard if you want your ideas to be known.
I've got it. I need a team to find places for me to make my speeches that my writers of words are going to compose for my crowds. Oh, gee, who could that be?
That's a sis.
Problem.
Who could be better than a bricka, six boom true to set up my campaign stops?
Gee, I don't know.
Just think of it as one big pep assembly. Welcome to the Vote for Frank team. Glad to have you on board. Tell me, oh, written to prepare the edibles, what will it take to have Vote for Frank written out in icing on some of those delicious chocolate chip cookies that you bake every morning?
Wash the dishes for a week. Oh, did you want that vote for Frank written on the chip chocolate cookies too?
Of course! A blitz of sugary endorsements.
Dry the dishes for a week.
Students, I have an announcement.
Announcement! Rock!
Students, I have just received an email, letter, from the state superintendent's office. And this year, the Digby Prep School welcomes our first foreign exchange student.
Finally, there's a story. Stop the presses.
When's the new student arriving, Mr. Chipley?
Oh, I don't know. The email, letter, just said, foreign exchange student enrolling at Digby Prep School. He'll be arriving on the first day of classes.
Hey, a foreign exchange student. Maybe I can learn Spanish from him.
Oh, no, jeez. He says, tack så mycket. That's thank you in Swedish. His name is Victor, Gustafsson.
Gesundheit.
No, Alvin, that's his name, Victor Gustafsson.
Gesundheit.
Now, I want all of you to be very nice to him, make him feel at home.
We're always nice, Mr. Chipley.
Welcome him with a cheer.
And a cookie.
Below me, 3 cheers for the new student.
With an extra bra for good measure.
We'll make sure that he knows he can make an entrance on our stage anytime.
With footlights.
I'm sure we can make him feel right at home here at Digby. Miss Chadwick's English class is like a foreign language. Maybe we could have Swedish meatballs for lunch.
Yeah, by December he'll find it to be a real smorgasbord.
Students, as exciting it is to have our first foreign exchange students, and as fun and as festive the picnic is, we must find a second candidate for student body president. Remember, it's about choice.
Right, Mr. Chiplings.
Let's meet in front of the library in 20 minutes.
That gives us enough time to figure out our pyramids.
Yes.
How's it going, guys? Thinking of some great sound bites for me? Ask not what Digby can do for you, but what you can do for Digby. The only thing we have to fear is Mr. Chiplings himself. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. It's gonna be huge. Make Digby preppy again. They say the students hate me, but that's fake news. It's fake news. You know, that sort of thing.
We're on it, Frank. Listen to this for your first campaign speech. Friends, Digbyans, underclassmen, lend me your ears. What do you think?
It's got a nice ring to it. Good work, Cedric.
There's plenty more where that came from.
What's going on, guys? Got my schedule all lined up. The wishing well whistle stops to kiss the baby store.
Your schedule? But
Gee, Frank, I haven't done a thing, and how do you do your campaign is managed?
That's because you're just better than you know, Alvin. Now it's on to victory.
If there isn't a second nominee by today, tomorrow's edition of the Digby Blog will have a blank front page.
Well, Miss Chadwick, I think the opening day picnic went well.
Yes, it did, Mr. Chiplings.
Chef Guyardi's lemonade has never tasted better.
It's ginger ale, Mr. Chiplings.
Ew! Well, whatever it is, it's tasty. Miss Chadwick, you mustn't dawdle over the lemon ale. We need to be in the library checking to see if the students have found someone running against Franklin for student body for president.
Of course, Mr. Chiplings. And so, boys and girls, the students of Digby Prep School were trying to find someone to run against Franklin for student body president. And then, a visitor arrived.
Yeah, just like a falling down piece of metal. Only not as gold.
Oh, you must be Victor Gustafsson, our new student.
Yeah, new student.
Our new foreign exchange student.
Yeah, new foreign exchange student.
From Sweden.
Yeah, from Sweden.
Go see Rick. Go see my Danny Dink. Please welcome our new student, Victor Gustafsson.
Hi, how are you? How do you do?
Tack så mycket, that was so welcoming. I only hope that all the students here at Digby are as nice as you are.
Oh, you'll find they're nice.
And friendly. I mean kind.
What is that thing with you, Marco? Jeez, Alvin. Please say hello to our newest student from Sweden. Victor, this is Marco. Marco Berkowitz, pleased to meet you. I'd love to do an article on you to replace the ones about the desserts being served in the cafeteria. It's a bit stale. Jeez.
Say cheese.
No feature. I am camera shy.
Sure.
This is Victor Gustafsson,
Gesundheit.
our new student here at Digby, Victor Gustafsson.
Gesundheit.
Victor is from Sweden.
Ja, from Sweden.
And I'm Alvin, Alvin the alligator. How do you do?
Oh, good. Done. Alvin.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Mr. Gustafsson.
Gesundheit.
Miss Chadwick, we came out to tell you that finding someone running against Frank, well, there's no one yet.
Oh dear. Is Mr. Chiplings upset?
Well, he ate 2 more helpings of coleslaw. Nice to meet you, Victor. Oh, it's a how do you do to you? Well, gotta go. Need to work on posters for Frank's campaign.
Come on, Jinx. Let's go see if we can spice up this article about the cafeteria. And it was nice meeting you, Mr. Gustafsson.
Joe. Do I need glasses or was one of those students and Ali got one?
Oh, yes. That was Alvin.
Alvin?
Yes, Alvin the alligator.
Oh. And Ali Gatwar is a student at this school?
Yes.
Scotch, are you?
What?
That means in my language. Are you kidding me?
Let me explain, Victor. Alvin is a very valuable student here at Digby Prep School. And here at Digby, we never judge anyone by his or her appearance.
Job for start.
Beg pardon?
In my language, that means I understand.
Miss Chadwick!
Oh, what is it, Mr. Chiplings? The students can't agree on anyone to run against Franklin for student body president.
It's not that, Mr. Chadwick. It's that no one will run against Franklin for student body president.
What do you mean, Mr. Chiplings?
Well, they can't run against him.
Why not?
So they're all on his campaign team. It's chaos.
What is chaos?
Right now, it's trying to find another student to run for student body president. We must have 2 students who will run as candidates. That's how it works in a democracy. If only we could find someone to run against Franklin.
Where are my manners? Mr. Chiplings, this is our new student, Victor Gustafsson from Sweden.
Hello, Victor. Victor!
Ja.
Welcome to Digby.
Tack så mycket.
You're running for student body president.
In his language, that means, oh my goodness. And so, boys and girls, a candidate was found to run for student body president against Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the 4th. And for the next week, the campaign was in full swing. It went something like this.
Frank, best student body president.
It's not the right feeling.
Let's go!
Best student
Let's
body
go, Franklin! Let's go!
It's Frank, best student body president.
Oh, Frank! Did you hear the news? News?
Yes, Digby's newest student is running against you for student body president.
Oh, well, I say bring on the competition.
No stage fright about having a challenger.
Not at all. With the great team I have around me, I can't lose. All set?
You bet!
Besides, does he have a classy, snazzy wardrobe?
No.
Does he have a country club membership?
No.
Does he have a GQ winning photographic smile?
No.
Well, seems like it's Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr., the 4th, by a landslide.
Stop the presses.
Major scoop.
It's a howdy do!
What's this, Alvin?
Mr. Chiplings has just announced a debate.
A what?
A debate! A debate between you and Victor Gustafsson. Gesundheit.
What is this?
A debate!
What's this debate?
You talk about your ideas. Victor talks about his ideas.
Like a scene from a play, only unscripted.
We get to hear what both of your ideas are. You know.
This'll be great.
The ideas can
Separate.
Well, well, it's not for me to say, but rumor has it. Victor wants...
What does he want?
to have school on Saturdays.
Stop the presses.
Oh, it's the morning edition.
What? I just heard a rumor. I don't even boil water on Saturdays.
School on Saturday? No, sheer here.
Sis Boom Bell!
Plague! A plague on the Digby house!
Just calm down, everyone. No need to have the pesky, uncomfortable panic attack. Nothing to worry about. Remember, a vote for Frank is a vote for having your weekends free. Problem solved. So, there's no need for a debate. The choice is clear.
Students, I have an announcement.
Announcement, announcement, announcement. Run.
Students, tomorrow, right here in the Sunken Garden,
Mr. Chiplings.
Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. the 4th
Mr.
and
Chiplings.
Victor Gustafsson
Mr. Chiplings,
will
just a
both
word.
speak side by side so that you, as students, can find the best candidate to be your student body president.
Mr. Chiplings, if I could just have a word with you.
We have a choice. That's a democracy.
That's right.
A choice. That's good.
Sis Boom Rock!
Or soon. Jinx, give the extra film. This is an exclusive.
Kodak moment if there ever was one.
Mr. Chiplings, I don't think it is
And
necessary.
the debate between Franklin and Victor will take place tomorrow right here. Miss Chadwick,
Yes, Mr. Chiplings.
host the announcement.
Yes, Mr. Chiplings.
What's wrong, Frank?
Oh, there's no need for me to debate Victor.
Oh, you'll be great.
I don't know about that.
Sure you will. Just remember, tell the truth, be honest, and you'll be great.
Sure, Alvin.
Well, I gotta go work on the posters for tomorrow.
Okay, Alvin.
Well, boys and girls, Franklin did not want to debate Victor. For some reason, he was frightened to do that. And then Franklin thought of a way to get out of debating Victor He had a plan.
I have a plan.
As Nurse Flo was returning to school to get more vitamin C, Franklin stopped her and had an unscheduled appointment.
Nurse Flo.
Yes, Franklin.
Nurse Flo. I'm not feeling so well.
No temperature.
That's the problem, Nurse Flo. I don't have a temperature. Call an ambulance. Alert the paramedics. It's Life Support City.
I am here for just what you've got, Franklin.
Oh, golly goodness. My pulse is going faster than a new Corvette on the George Washington Bridge. I need to be confined to bed for a week.
Get your rest so you'll be in tip-top shape for tomorrow's debate. Now, if I hurry, I can catch the last 15 minutes of Grey's Anatomy.
Nurse Flo, I need to be confined to a bed. No! How about a picture, Jinx? You know, something to show the tragedy of my life. A good sympathy angle. Voters like to vote for their fallen heroes.
I knew you shouldn't have eaten the second half of your Chef Guarantee Squash Castle sandwich with pumpernickel rye.
Oh, come on, kids. Let's get the rest rolling.
No, Nurse Flo is right. You need a rest for tomorrow's debate.
Alvin, I don't think I can do it.
Don't wait until the whole thing with all my
Well, boys and girls, it appeared that Alvin's diagnosis was more correct than Nurse Flo's. It seems that Franklin did not have confidence in himself. And having confidence is an important thing, boys and girls. One way we can be confident is to be honest.
Always tell the truth. Right, right? Right? Right?
And the next day, the day of the debate between Franklin and Victor, well, Franklin was nowhere to be found.
Where's Frank? Where's Frank? Rob, rob, rob! Where's Frank?
Where's Frank? Where's Frank?
That way.
Where's Frank? Where's Frank? Rob, rob, rob!
You got to be kidding me. Someone owes me another week of dishes after this.
Morning came and went, and Franklin was not to be found. And later that afternoon, right before the debate was to begin,
Oh, Miss Chadwick!
yes, Alvin?
Miss Chadwick, have you seen Frank?
No, Alvin, you didn't come to class this morning. I'm worried.
Oh, this isn't like Frank who just happened to disappear. I wonder where he can be.
Alvin, Frank is hiding.
Hiding? But it isn't even Thursday game night. We only play hide and seek on Thursday game nights, and it's only every other Thursdays. On the other Thursdays, we
But
play.
no, Alvin, he's not hiding from any of you.
I don't understand this, Chadwick. Who's Frank hiding from?
Himself.
Hiding from himself? Well, that doesn't make any sense, Miss Chadwick. I know how you hide from the other guys in the every other Thursday game night. You see, there's a library book turned in, the Sucking Garden Pillars, the Wishing Well, which is the first place everybody looks now. But how do you hide from yourself?
Very simple, Alvin. You go to the place where even you can't find you.
Where's that, Miss Chadwick?
Behind your conscience.
Behind your conscience. Oh.
Alvin. Just out for your afternoon stroll, gambling on the green.
No, I'm not out for my afternoon strolling. I don't even know what gambling on the green means.
It means to frolic on the lawn, leap on the turf, skip on the...
Frank!
Yes, old best friend. What brings you here?
What brings me here? What brings me here?
Let me rephrase that, make that a little clearer. What brings you here?
Frank, the big debate starts in a few minutes.
Oh, these golly darn crazy and reliable Rolex watches. From now on, it's a sundial for me. You can always count on the sun. It's up every morning and always shining. It's as bright as the sun.
Oh, Frank, we couldn't find you. That guy just from over every pot and pan. The yellow squad has turned somersaults. Cedric and Toulouse have turned up stage.
Oh?
Yeah, and Mr. Chipley just checked behind every pillar.
Oh?
Twice.
Good old Mr. Chipling. You have to say one thing about him. He's thorough.
Why are you hiding, Frank? Are you afraid of losing?
Yes.
Losing the debate against Victor?
No, Alvin, no.
Then what? What are you afraid of?
I was scared of losing the debate against... myself. I was afraid of... me.
That was you? Who wanted to shake my hand when I said, "Howdy do"? You are Victor? Frank. Who are you? You talk first. I'll talk first. Frank.
See, Alvin, when Mr. Chipling said that there had to be someone to run against me, I couldn't take the chance of losing. So I asked all of my friends to be on my campaign team so they couldn't run against me, and I created Victor so that he could...
Lose. What are you going to do now, Frank?
I don't know. I do know that I fly. I do know that I haven't been honest.
Let's go talk about it.
It may take a long time to figure this out, Alvin.
That's okay. We'll take all the nanoseconds we need.
Yes, boys and girls. So Franklin talked, and Alvin listened. 'Cause that's what good friends do. They listen to their friends when they need someone to talk to. No matter how many nanoseconds it may take, that's being a good friend. And Franklin decided he had to debate. And so, the between Franklin and Victor, well, it happened like this.
Good afternoon, students.
Mr. Chips!
Okay, Mr. Chipling.
No, thank you.
Hey, Chipling.
Cheese.
What's the scoop, Mr. Chipling?
The debate will go on.
Yay!
Franklin emailed me moments ago and said he would be here
Yay!
on time.
Yay!
So, without further ado, our first candidate for student body president, Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. the fourth. Quiet down. No demonstrations at this time, please.
Sorry.
Shush, shush, shush. And our second candidate, our newest student, Victor Gustafson.
He missed his entrance.
Unforgivable.
And our second candidate, our newest student, Victor Gustafson. Victor? Franklin?
I would like to say Taksamikit to all of you for being so welcoming.
I knew it.
Liar, liar.
That's
That was a very systematic.
What is the meaning of this, Franklin?
It means it is time for Margot to really stop the presses. This is the time for Jinx to take the photo that will be his scoop. Because this is now the time for me to be, honestly frank. You see, guys, I wanted to be student body president so badly.
But you didn't believe in
You? Yes.
But Frank, all you had to do today was show up. Victor wouldn't have shown up.
Yes.
And then you would have won easily.
Yes.
But I couldn't do that either.
Well, why not?
Because at the end of it, I know that it wouldn't have been honest.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, guys, if I had done that, won the election because Victor didn't show up, then I would have had to remain hidden behind my conscience all year long. And Alvin made me realize that when you're hiding behind your conscience, it gets pretty lonely. And I found out that there is a really simple way to make sure that you don't have to hide behind your conscience.
What is that, Franklin?
It's really simple, Mr. Chiplings. Just tell the truth. Be honest. And if you tell the truth and are honest, well, your conscience will never be a place where you hide. It will be a platform where you can perform kind things for other people.
Kindness. 'Tis nobler than revenge.
all's well that ends well.
A megaphone where you can speak nicely of others.
E-N-I-C-E.
And a way you can report good things about your classmates.
Breaking news. Honesty is the best policy.
For what I did, guys, I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for that, Franklin. But we still have a problem.
What's that, Mr. Chiplings?
We still have a student body president to elect.
Mr. Chiplings,
Yes, Alvin.
are the nominations now open for student body president?
Yes, Alvin, they are.
Well then, I nominate Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. the fourth.
What?
Stop the presses.
Hold the bus.
What say ye?
Do my ears deceive me?
Yeah, I nominate Frank.
Really? Funny why?
Why, that's the rub.
If you wrong us, shall we not be hurt, darling?
Hold it, guys.
What's the story, Alvin?
Here's the scoop, Margot. What Frank did was wrong.
Yes, it was.
But It takes a big person to say, I'm sorry.
The quality of mercy.
He's not strange.
If Frank said, I'm sorry.
He did. I wrote it down.
I've got the pictures to prove it.
Golly gee, Frank sure showed us. Boy, is he smart. Frank sure showed us that he knows how to get a plan into action.
Plan?
Gustafsson.
Huh?
Gesundheit.
Oh.
So now it's my turn to be honestly Frank. I may not be on Frank's team, but I'm Frank's friend. And a true friend gives a friend the chance to become a friend again. Sorry, wish you well. Let's go to work.
1, 2, 3.
I wish! The smell of sulfur.
My. That's photo-worthy.
He's a hater's friend. Franklin is the choice for our school.
What do you think?
To his own self.
He is now true.
Stop the presses! The Digby Blob newspaper hereby endorses Franklin Osborne Barrett Digby Jr. IV for student body president. Well, boys and girls, that was a wonderful way for the students of Digby Prep School to start the new school year. Chef Gaillardy took the chocolate chip and the chip chocolate cookies off the menu and started baking only one cookie.
Chocolate chip chocolate cookies.
The Yell leaders found their individual voices.
Potato!
Potato!
Tomato!
Tomato!
Call it off!
Tallulah got over her fear of heights.
Cedric, I'm going to go rehearse the balcony scene.
And Cedric started acting in dialect.
To be or not to be.
Margot wrote award-winning articles for the Digby Blab. Wait until my next story. And Jinx is still trying to learn Spanish.
See.
Mr. Chiplings continued to give symbolic speeches.
Remember, students, you may be in a situation when the foot is on the other shoe.
And Nurse Flo was still at home nursing her cold. Franklin went on to be a great student body president, because he had a good friend.
Howdy do.
Remember, boys and girls, have the confidence to be yourself. Be who you honestly are. Because honestly, you are special. And remember this. Your conscience is like a mirror. You must look into it at least once a day. Franklin wins in a landslide of friendship. Here's my pen. Excuse me, boys and girls. I'm going to grade papers. And have a chocolate chip chocolate cookie. Have a good afternoon. Thank you for visiting us again. See you next year.
See ya.